Hello, and welcome to this installment of the Consulting Specifying Engineer video discussion. I'm Amara Razgis, and today we're talking HVAC. I'm always interested in how HVAC manufacturers are meeting the needs of consulting engineers. For example, in our recent mechanical system research study, engineers average about 2 months to research and evaluate new products they're considering, so items they've never specified. And about a third of engineers take 4 to 6 months. So the process of evaluating new products is fairly long. So today I'm speaking with Des Clancy from Uponor about topics mechanical engineers would be interested in. Hi, Des.
Good morning.
All right. Well, Des Clancy is Director of Sales Training at Uponor, and he has a proven track record of maximizing sales productivity through learning and developmental initiatives. Des aligns the company's mission, goals, and culture with an inspiring high-impact training experience to drive profitable sales growth. His 25 years of experience in sales development has helped propel the organization's sales force into a new era of trusted partnership with customers to provide mutually beneficial outcomes. That's a lot. So we're going to focus here today, and we're going to focus on your new Experience Center. And tell me, what's the vision behind this new Uponor Experience Center?
Well, good morning, and thank you again for the opportunity. So the Uponor Experience Center is about a 4,500 square foot showroom and hands-on training spaces that's located in the center of our North American headquarters here in Apple Valley, Minnesota. And as we set out on this journey, it was really about how can we elevate the employee experience, how can we elevate the customer experience, and create a space that was consistent with our premium brand. And that space is designed to serve a number of different purposes, as well as a number of different stakeholder audiences as well. And those audiences can include contractors, certainly engineers, building owners, distributors, developers, students, industry associations, employees, and local community events. And the main purpose was really to educate and generate awareness about our products, our systems, the services, and ultimately the solutions that were going to help improve the design and the construction of buildings while boosting the confidence of our customers so they can better serve their customers and their clients. And to distill it all down, it's really a flexible, engaging education and discovery space that's designed to help generate awareness, advance the industry through skill building, and foster innovation within the plumbing and HVAC industry.
Okay, so it sounds like you're doing a lot of training. What opportunities are available for engineers?
Yeah, so there's, for the engineer audience specifically, the X, as we like to call it, the Uponor Experience Center, really does showcase a number of different applications and systems that promote sustainable building practices. Those include our Uponor Logic domestic water systems, the Uponor Aquaport on-demand hot water delivery solution, and of course, hydronic heating and cooling applications. But to get a little bit more specific about those, for instance, Uponor Logic incorporates our industry-leading flexible, durable PEX-A pipe and a wide variety of multi-port tees that reduce any unnecessary connections in a domestic water system. And this really unique design concept helps improve hot water delivery for greater system efficiencies, as well as helps maximize system performance for the occupants. I had also mentioned the Aquaport, which is a really transformational and revolutionary innovation that Uponor has just recently introduced to the market. And it is a self-contained unit that converts a building's hydronic heating supply to on-demand domestic hot water, which dramatically can reduce energy use by up to 35%. It can eliminate up to 40% of the now unnecessary piping in that system, and can remove more than 50% of the total domestic hot water volume that's in that building. And so by adding an Aquaport to a multifamily or a hospitality setting can help improve system performance, the efficiencies, and ultimately hygiene compared to those traditional piping methods. And finally, I mentioned our hydronic solutions, which includes radiant heating and cooling and mechanical piping systems. as they're increasingly being incorporated into sustainable building design due to the pretty incredible energy efficiency and comfort that these systems ultimately provide. And because water has the capacity to transport energy 3,500 times more efficiently than air, using hydronics are much more efficient and sustainable compared to your traditional forced air systems. And the industry is really, really starting to take notice of that.
Agreed. Yeah. And I'm glad you mentioned that energy efficiency, because that consulting specifying engineer
Absolutely.
research study I mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
62% said that improved energy efficiency has grown in importance for mechanical engineers over the past 18 months. So big topic. How can bringing engineers to this new experience center help them achieve decarbonization goals or other requests from building clients?
Yeah, so the space itself is really, there's three pretty unique spaces that all serve a very unique purpose. And, and one of those spaces is our hands-on space. And while that particular space is really geared more towards contractors and installers and getting practice installing our products and our systems, we do have some spaces that are focused on more of, let's call it the higher level messaging, and the impact that our products can have and our services and solutions can have, not just on the job site itself, but also the impact it can have on the business's P&L and their balance sheets, and ultimately how our emphasis and Uponor's emphasis on driving efficiency and productivity is ultimately going to create tangible financial results for their business. So we also have on display prominently our entire commercial applications that really feature majority of our solutions, including our Uponor construction services, our fire resistive plenum applications, as I mentioned before, radiant solutions, some of our prefabrication opportunities, such as radiant rollout mats and EcoFlex, which are pre-insulated piping systems. Something else that's relatively new is our kitting services, and as I stated before, the Aquaport. Additionally, for engineers specifically, we offer Uponor Academy for Engineers, which is a webinar series, which can be found at go.uponor.info/engineer webinar series as well.
Okay. So how does someone arrange a visit to the Experience Center?
There's a number of ways to do that. You can simply click on our website, and there is a training tab that is currently being updated with all of the available dates and development opportunities that we have available for our customers here. Any interested party can register for one of those continuing education courses or open and register for our online learning portal, which is Uponor Academy Online. The alternative is to work directly with your local Uponor sales team, and either one of our rep agencies or even a member of our factory sales team could work with you directly in the field. And they'll help facilitate the registration process, identify times within schedules where it aligns with their schedule and the schedule we have here. And also we'll conduct a really robust, what we call an intake process, which is intended to really understand the customer's unique circumstances, some of the challenges they're facing, how they're uniquely experiencing those challenges, so we can make the absolute most of their time once they do join us here at the Uponor Experience Center.
What happens if you can't visit in person? Are there remote options?
Yes, there is. There's a number of ways. If you're planning, we'd love to host you here. But in addition to that, we're going to be offering some streaming opportunities here at the Uponor Experience Center. As you can imagine, this really well-branded space is going to provide a really great backdrop for things like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and other social platforms that we can use to stream content through. And as I mentioned, we also have our online learning portal, which is Uponor Academy Online, which has some engineer-specific content as well to engage those customers who can't make it here to Apple Valley. As well as we've started to consistently digitize all of our content that has been delivered in person and converting that into things like video, interactive e-learning, and other sorts of modalities that we can consume remotely.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for that information, Des.
Yeah. It was my pleasure. I mean, we appreciate the time that you spent with us today and giving us a chance to tell the Uponor Experience Center story, if you will. And we look forward to hosting as many people as possible in the coming months and years.
Very good. Well, I do appreciate it. And thank you so much for joining us today. This consulting specifying engineer discussion is a regular feature, and we look forward to joining you at our next conversation. Thank you and goodbye.